Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there. Previously on last month's episode of Scarlet Spider.
Tight.
That's right. It's the end of the month. You know what that? It's that time of the month. You know what that means. Welcome back to another episode of Scarlet Spider on the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is that. It's not a spider. It's an owl. It is.
Justin the Owl swooping back in to Vegas.
Ooh. Cha-ching.
And of course, always here. Yes, it's not. It's the Hard Master. It's the Deck Master. It is the High Priest of Calamity.
Hello. How's it going, everybody? Great to be back. Always fun to chat with these blokes. Talking Scarlet Spider.
Scarlet Spider. Two Scarlet Spiders this month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm very curious, though, to hear Justin's thoughts, because this is your first read-through, right, Justin?
Yeah. It's my first time reading this whole series.
But you see what I meant last month when I was like, yeah, cosmic figure, and appearing as someone else. Yes.
Yeah.
Very surprising. Yeah.
I mean, Peter David writing, of course. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past him, but like kind of heady for like a spider book, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, quite heavy. I mean, not only, we're talking about that cosmic being, but the beginning of issue 6, right? It's pretty dark. Pretty dark stuff.
Oh, very much.
What, you mean the guy's driving through just like shooting random passers by?
And almost killing that woman with her baby.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the, got to be one of, your great fears, right? Just that like absolutely randomness of,
in broad daylight,
killing.
like just completely unprovoked.
Yeah.
Oh,
senseless.
Welcome to America.
Right. Just a normal day ending in wine.
Didn't want to go there, but yep. It's shocking. It was a way to open it with that tourist. And sorry, we should mention Phil as well. It's on the tin, right? But we're doing 6 and 7 of Ben Reilly.
7, yes. Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider, 6 and 7. Yep.
Scarlet Spider. Yeah.
Which were released in what, 2018?
17,
yes. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Quite a while back, but still holds true. Peter David, of course, you can't go wrong. But that was a very dark material, I thought. And what, just from a writing standpoint, maybe I'll aim it towards you, Justin. What do you reckon the purpose was for Peter David to kickstart such a dark opening?
I don't know. I was going to ask you guys if some event was taking place concurrently to this with featuring cosmic beings and death and just.
No, I don't think. I think Peter David just randomly,
because it was just such a sharp 180. That was the. I guess my mind's been trained to think that now because of all the constant litany of events that we're subjected to from
of course
year to year. They constantly yo-yo us between event to event constantly, so that we never know what's happening and if we're coming or going half the time.
Well, I told Ray, I said I think the character who the cosmic being appears as is probably Peter David's favorite character.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that I loved. I loved that immediately.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah. Writers always like to play in their own little sandbox, and Marlowe's, I guess, one of the treasured toys of Peter David, and why not? I mean, she's a great character. I mean, really do. I did like what Peter David did with her in Incredible Hulk. But so it's always good to see like cameos like this, as disparate as you'd think, but obviously the writer's the same.
Yes, I mean, I don't know why we're being mysterious about it. Yes, the character appears to be Marlo Chandler, kids, who's a Peter David's creation. So yeah. Okay, no, I see you there, but I'm gonna have to introduce Ray to the drop before I put the comments up.
What?
Okay, so hey Ray, so I saw I know exactly what you said the moment you saw it. You remembered Marlo was in these issues.
Oh baby. Oh baby. Yeah. Oh yeah. I second that. Thank you, Pastor Ray. I second that.
An echo from the future.
An echo from the future. Yeah, I would happily play it again.
So Noel was like, "Oh baby,
oh baby,
look at all these babies,
all these youngins."
Yeah. Although I did again just before we press record, Justin, and before you jumped on, I did say to Phil that I was a little bit disappointed because it wasn't as stated or visually depicted, that because Marlo is kind of like a over 6 foot, right? She's meant to be this kind of tall, She-Hulk-esque kind of figure. But you didn't get that. But granted, it's not really her. Fair enough. So.
She looks more like, and maybe it's just because I have Firestar in the brain. Me and Phil have been talking about it, but she looks more like Angelica, like Firestar to me.
Ah, yeah, she's nice. She's good, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I love Firestar, but still, yeah, I agree with you. It didn't look to me like Marlo Chandler. It just, and it could be just because that's the artist style. Like, I noticed like some of his faces kind of look samey, and was maybe just kind of his style, I guess. But
was that Will Sliney? So I think that's the guy's name.
Yeah, did we?
Oh yeah, we do credits.
I can't remember if we did the credits. Yeah, but I mean, we already talked Peter David.
Yeah.
Well, me and Justin usually do credits, but Ray always like hijacks the show. So
I feel lost without the credits. Come on.
He's used to running the show like on that YouTube show, Ray Plays Games, where he is the master and he's also
wrists down under. Strongest wrists down under. You have been a busy boy, haven't you, Phil?
He's been counting the days until he can play those for you.
Nothing better than Full Player. Nothing better than Full Player. Sounds like I have an accent. It's better than a 4-player.
The hard master.
Sounds Singaporean. I know Singaporeans end up with la. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway.
Sex on the mind.
On the mind. Oh, I've got a question.
You're getting a whole full page of drops now, Ray.
Hey, Finn, Phil, I just had I just have to call you Finn. Phil. I just had
I love Batman, Dad. You can't change me. I'm born this way.
Go to your room. Go to your room. Reflex.
You're grounded.
Phil, that drop where there's like a burn, was that who did that?
I forget what that's from.
Oh.
Burn. Yeah.
Is that from a movie or something? Yeah.
That is from. Or
that's not. That's,
show.
It's no one from the team. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounded like something from a movie or something. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
I mean,
anyway.
No. Yeah. Anyway.
Your mother's a whore. No. Lilith, where are you? Phil, come on. Credits. Come on. The people are waiting. The people.
Well, of course, we already know it's written by Peter David, artist Will Sliney, color artist Jason Keith, letterer VC Joe Caramanga, assistant editor Allison Stock, and editor Devin Lewis. So yes, you're right.
Was Will Sliney doing the art last time too? His first.
I have a feeling it was someone else. Didn't seem like his art, but it could have been. Yeah.
Oh yeah, was it? Yeah. Well, I know Mark Bagley did the first however many. So
the first like 3 or 4,
at least
5.
Yeah. Let me see.
Let
me look. Yeah, Bagley's on. Okay, he was on 4. So let me see. He might be on 5 too. I almost feel like every couple of years they're just like draft Bagley. They're like, oh no, we need you back on Amazing Spider.
Yes, it's like a secret contract that he wrote. Like the fine print back in 1992. They're like, let's hide this in here. He'll never see it.
Yeah, the first 5 was Bagley. So yeah, this is the
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
So this is-
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's quite a
is his
different
first.
style, right? Yeah.
Yeah. The lining seems a lot more. I'd have to describe it a little bit more fluid. Does that make sense? If you look at the first 2 pages with the tourist who gets shot,
Yes.
like just he's got I can't put my finger on it, but that style is very yeah.
I almost
Let-
wish there were more panels with Kaine or with Ben in the spider suit, because he draws those great. Like, I love the panels with both of them in their respective costumes. And whatnot.
Yeah.
It's some of the other panels that aren't as clear to me what's going on in some of them.
I mean, but you can't say that he's not. I mean, with detail, just looking at some of the background and stuff, he puts in a lot of detail, which is I always love the background detail I'm talking about. So it really does fill the page, which is really good. Like, one of my bugbears is, unless it's for a particular effect, is when like panels are just like color in the background,
Blank.
and it's
Completely blank backgrounds. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But
all the backgrounds look great. Yeah, everything. All the scenery looks great.
Yeah. He really does paint. Like, you're in Vegas, right? So I guess he really does paint. I don't know how accurate it is. I've never been there. Have you guys been there? Can you recognize?
No, actually, no.
I've been there once in like 2007. Yeah,
I have some friends who live there, and they've
pretty accurate.
me out, but
okay.
One of these days. I'm afraid I'd get into too much trouble in Vegas.
Oh my!
Can't trust yourself, Justin.
No. Not in that area. No.
I mean,
with that much temptation at my disposal.
I mean, Lilith makes regular, like, yearly trips, and she never wants to talk about what she does there. So,
oh gosh,
God,
she might be like a real cult figure over there. We don't know. Like, she's built up this reputation over there. She goes over there. Hey, Lilith.
She's a legend.
Hey,
I mean, if the legends are true, there are at least a handful of adult entertainers who know her. So,
oh, fantastic! Wow.
I love it.
But I'm
going to say secret tapes that we don't know about.
I was going to say, how's Justin going to get in trouble? Did they open like a Namor exhibit down there or something?
You never know. It'd be like an Atlantis casino, you know?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
With just men in budgie smugglers.
Oh, yeah. And tridents. Yeah.
Trident.
Why is Justin taking a great interest in scuba diving in the middle of the desert?
Yeah. I thought he hated the deep ocean.
That's it. That's who knows? But yeah, it's. I think that issue 6 was really, really good. It obviously established, like, you know, the mysterious figure, Marlowe Flash, and then you had obviously Kaine as well, kind of at an arm's length, right? So last that we left them, there was an agreement because Scarlet Spider Ben had to find a way to cure Abby, yeah. And he's done this really weird thing, like he concocts some untested medication that they are willing to trust him with.
Mistake number 1.
Yeah, and he said, oh, look, it'll take 24 hours. So Kaine is kind of like, I can't do anything until something happens, like until he saves the girl or whatever. So it was interesting that he was just kind of like hanging around. There's a short little bit where he gets confronted by a vet as well, and she asks him whether he's a vet as well. So I can't remember, Phil. You probably can, but there might be something.
Yeah, she does show up again. They do kind of become friends and stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So there's nothing
more of her.
Yeah. Okay. I thought there was something sinister, like
like they're trying
Wisco
to
Tangy
recruit him
Fox.
for...
Yeah, like some sort of military.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. But I know she does show back up. So
yeah.
Nice.
I love the page with quote unquote Marlowe walking past Aunt June, and she gets all nervous. She's like, "Calm down, I'm just passing through."
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Aunt June's still there. She's still in the picture, which is pretty good. I can't remember if she lasts the whole kind of series, but yeah, no, that was good as well. And yeah, Marlowe's just acting a little bit strange, like a little bit
Yeah,
odd.
very weird.
Um,
And
so
then we see they dose Abby with the experimental serum, and things don't go according to plan.
yeah, this was a big, like, you know, just reading it. Like, what did you think? I mean, this is a huge thing because the ramifications of Abby dying would set off a chain of events. So, like, yeah, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I was
Justin?
really surprised by that. I thought, wow, really? Like, I thought that they would drag this story out for much longer.
Yeah,
But
I love
no.
how Peter David does that. Like, he'll just kind of subvert your expectations with timing and stuff, and it's like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. And that happened with this issue as well, with the daylight shooting, with those two guys just all of a sudden opening up and shooting people in broad daylight in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff has a similar theme, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It does. Which actually, incidentally, Phil, I just wanted to say I almost caught up with my Amazing Spider-Man. So I've got up to issue 60 now. So I've read all the Tombstone stuff. And as far as I know that you don't like Zeb Wells, but I really enjoyed the. Sorry, Justin. I don't know if you've read Amazing
that's
Spider-Man.
fine. No, don't worry about it.
But we're just talking about like how the writers can manipulate your feelings, right? And what I thought he did really well with Tombstone was he gave you that kind of sense of, you know, how Tombstone was literally wanting to kill his own daughter.
Yeah.
And there's that kind of dread like that I was facing when I was reading the whole thing. It's like Tombstone was almost this kind of not unstoppable force, but he was this kind of Terminator like being. And I was really impressed with how that arc worked out with Tombstone and Janice. Yeah, so I thought that was really good. So I guess drawing it back to this, you know, Peter David does the same thing with just keeping you on your toes, not making you fully comfortable. We saw it earlier on when Slade killed that cosplayer as well, which was very kind of shocking. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, amidst the humor, there's also some pretty dark stuff. So yeah, killing the cop, like those two guys. One of them just kills the cop, shoots the mom almost in the leg, and shoots her again, and almost has her dead to rights, right? But what again was really surprising for me, Justin. I don't know, your reaction as well, how Ben handled it, which was again,
he was almost ready to kill those two guys.
Oh, it's so strange, isn't it? But it's not exactly like Kaine. Like, you can't say, oh, like he's just murderous, kind of like Kaine, or he does it in a weird way. Like, at first he replicates the shots to the guy. He shoots a guy in the shoulder and in the leg as well. Like you know,
here's a taste of your own medicine.
So there's some sort. There's like a spite there as well. But then he's about to kill the guy, and it's like, this is, and the lady's going, no, Spider-Man, just, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, she's the one that stops him. The one.
She's like, don't kill them in my name. I don't want you killing them in my name.
Yeah.
And stuff, so
that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, absolutely. Because it kind of showed just again how different he is from Spider-Man and how far removed he is from Peter Parker. Like, I love that. You know, I don't obviously endorse violence of any way, but I love that shot of Ben Reilly holding the gun, like, you know, just with the smoking gun.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't see Spider-Man hold a gun,
right?
You know? So,
or any of the Spider characters, like
any of the Spider
Woman, or just
because just like the dialogue and everything, like Peter David keeps you like on the edge to the last second, because she's like, no, I don't want you to kill them, Spider-Man, and you just see Ben say, I'm not Spider-Man. So it's like,
he's still holding the gun out.
Just like knocks him out and then crushes the gun.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you don't know what he's going to do to the. Sorry,
exactly. All that stuff was just so random.
Yeah, and it reminds me of the first issue or whatever, where he saves that lady, and then there's almost that kind of nervousness of, oh god, is he going to hurt her now because he wants her money? Like, he's so unhinged. It's really, really interesting to follow, I think.
It makes for an exciting read when you have a main character who is unpredictable like that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And he is. Yeah, I think Peter David really does showcase. I mean, I think Christopher Yost as well really did highlight the difference in Kaine as well. I think he did a really good characterization of Kaine in that series. But Peter David with Ben Reilly here. I think he just takes it to another level. He's really good. Yeah.
It's just the dichotomy too of that scene where it's like, after when they shoot the mother, the baby stroller rolls into the street, and so Ben so he's holding the baby nice and gently, and then like 2 seconds later, is like ready to blow a guy's head off.
Right.
Yeah. And that's the kind of like, it's a great technique because it's like he's got that vulnerable, baby with him, but he's just prone to absolute violence. It's that's pretty cool. And then towards the end, then so we should mention when Abby flatlines, Kaine is actually there because he's keeping an eye on.
Yeah, he's watching it from the window.
Yeah,
and
he's kind of like, oh, okay, now my opening is here. Like Ben failed Abby. Yeah. So he goes and meets Ben, and they have this confrontation with, funnily, magically, Marlowe is there as well, and and I love that she's I just use the stairs, like it's pretty obvious.
he's like, no, you're lying, because again, she's being mysterious, because like when he first sees her, he's like, I know you, you're Marlo Chandler, you and Rick had their TV show, and she's like, yeah, you're better
keeping up with the Joneses.
But she knows who he is. He's like, what?
That's right. Yeah, that little tidbit. She actually knows who he is, which is a big something's a bit amiss here.
Yeah.
But it all sets it up for a really good, I think, issue 7, which was, I think, a fantastic issue, where Marlowe just touches Kaine, and
because he wants to like kill Ben, and she's like, I'm not done with him, and he's like, no, he's like, get out of my way, basically like, out of my way. And I'm not gonna ask you again. She's like, you're right about that, and Dad touches him, and Kaine drops dead.
That's it.
Second, well, apart from the poor victims, the second main character death, like Abby and then Kaine. So so lots happening here. Death all around. I wonder why there's so much death all around.
Well, that's why I wondered, if there was some type of event going on back in 2017 that.
No, the only thing I could think of, Justin, was Damnation came up, but that was a bit later. That was
around issue like 16
issue 12.
So. Yeah.
Oh, was that okay?
Yeah.
In the teens,
I don't know if I would think if there was an event, they would be plastered on the cover, or they would mention something. I'm pretty sure there was an event. I think it was just Peter David.
Okay.
I think it was just a really smart move by Peter David using and obviously got clearance from editorial to use the character of Death, and how he uses it with Ben is just really good. Like I just amazing, I thought, because it ties in with he's been resurrected so many times. So, that in the next issue. So I mean, issue 6 as it was, I thought it was a really good set. Again, just thrilling. How about you, Justin? Were you?
I enjoyed it quite a bit. The shift in art was a little jarring at first. I will say that, because their styles are so different.
Yeah.
But like I said, I loved all of the depictions of the 2 spider suits. Like, I wanted to see more of that.
Yes.
So I enjoyed this. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and I think Sliney becomes a regular for the rest, or the fair bit, the most of the rest of the run, right? So
I can't remember how far, but he's here.
Oh, nice.
Wow, I think yeah.
Well, he definitely goes into Damnation. So if it's from 6 and 7 up till the teens, he's got a bit of a run.
About a year or so,
Yeah.
Cool.
But so he's good, and I think he develops as well over time. You see it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Should we go to the next issue, Phil?
Oh yeah.
Have you got the cover? The cover's awesome.
Oh yeah, I love this cover. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be the art for the episode. Yeah,
it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say iconic,
Look at
but
that.
it does. And it says so much. It says so much, right? Again, Phil, I draw back to the recent Amazing Spider-Man covers or issues that I've read. Some of the covers are just like not related at all. It's like, and I know that comics do that from time to time, but I always love it when it is related. And this one is in basically one hero shot. You get the entire thing. And I think it's really good.
Yeah.
So for listeners, it's Ben Reilly, but basically he's got the hood on, and he's got a skull screaming at you instead of his face. Yeah, which is literally death. So
That's a good skull. So, yeah.
Love it.
really good issue. Yeah, Justin. Straight away, I want to get your thoughts on this one. What did you? Because this was very much a set piece, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah,
It's
this was a lot more dialogue driven, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, there wasn't
Yeah.
really any action in this. It was mostly just kind of conversation, which I think was great. I mean, if you're going to have somebody write a lengthy conversation in a comic book, it should be Peter David, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's done really well here. And like you guys were saying, it makes sense that this conversation would take place given the amount of times that Ben Reilly has returned from the dead. Yeah, normally I don't like it when cosmic beings take a role in the lives of the spider folk. Like, for example, Mephisto messing around with Peter Parker. I'll still never be able to wrap my head around that, no matter how hard I try. It's just it's not going to compute. But in this regard, this makes sense because of the connection, because of the fact that he's been dead so many times and remembers all of his deaths so vividly, and has affected his existence so profoundly.
And again, like it's like serious topic here, but it's like, again, you get like the little bits of humor with the Peter David dialogue, because like after he like tries to resuscitate Kaine and fails, he's like, "How did you do that?" She's like, "Kill him." He's like, "No, how to river dance."
How to river dance.
Yeah, exactly. And what I like to say as well is that with this one, which is pretty much contained conversation between two characters, I think Sliney and must be Peter David's direction to make the panels interesting, rather than just having headshots of one and the other. You get enough variety there, which I think is good. Like, you see Death reveals herself briefly just to finally convince Ben that it is Death.
Oh, I love that when she's like, "I'm Death," and he's like, "You mean like the Punisher or Wolverine?" She's like, "No, literal Death."
Does this help?
Yeah, that's Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah. I love that sort of stuff. And then the next page, like, he's closing his eyes and he opens them.
Absolutely horrified.
Yeah. But I think she makes it, again, going to the art, it makes it quite interesting because, Sliney has different establishing shots of, them high on the rooftop to show where they are. Then you get that perspective, then looking down. And then, what I found really funny was that Ben brought up the past lovers of Death.
Oh yeah,
with Thanos, and then with Deadpool, she goes, "How did you know about that?"
Everybody knows about that.
Well, yeah. What did he say? He's like, "Yeah, it was like his. Oh yeah, it was his relationship status for years. It's complicated with Death."
Exactly. I liked Peter David's explanation of Thanos, like that kind of justification of, like you say, no, we never really he didn't really love me. It's all about worshipping and sending me sacrifices.
I got it. She says he's always making offerings, slaying trillions to prove his love for me, as if true love needs incessant proof. For Thanos, it's less about him loving me and more about acquiring something of great power, of making me his in the same way he would the Infinity Gauntlet.
And I think that, and I think that pretty much is a good summation of Thanos, right? I mean, that is what he wants, like just acquiring power. So no, I think that was really cool to get into that. But it shifts, right? I love the explanation then about, she shows him, what is it, like the abyss or the netherworld or something?
I love those panels too. Yeah, great.
Yeah, and it's a great explanation, like, of what is wrong with Ben. Like, all their souls are kind of going in and out and stuff, but his one has been returning to him again and again and again, and it's become this like festering, like black orb. And I think that's a really, great way to put it, and to show, I guess, the fragility, like just how on the edge Ben is. And it got me thinking as well about, how I'm looking at there on the wallpaper now, chasm. It does actually feed into a bit of that as well. She mentioned something about
if he dies one more time.
His soul's
Yeah.
basically
And
gonna
then the
shatter. Yeah,
Your soul
Yeah, and
will
you go into
descend into
madness.
madness, into
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah. And isn't that kind of like almost like what's happened with Chasm, like, and him working at Beyond, and
kind of yeah, but they also like took his memory, Peter memories out of him, and like got hit with
that
something.
as well. Yeah,
So,
yeah. But no, I found a tentative connection there. I thought that's pretty cool.
Mm,
Have that.
mhm.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed that explanation about his soul, and just visually showing it.
Mm, mhm.
Yeah, and then we have, sorry, Phil.
No, I was just waiting for a Peter David line because I think she says you've died more than like anyone. And I was waiting for him to be like, even in the X-Men.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's got to be some other people in the Marvel universe that have died more than he has.
Although no, I mean the Jackal literally like killed him and brought him back like 20 something.
Yeah.
Or 27 times. Yeah.
Moon Knight has nothing on this guy. Like, you know, but him, I think he's been resurrected. I mean, geez, this guy has been put through the ringer.
Yeah.
Wait, who? Moon Knight?
Moon Knight, a guy who runs around in a white outfit, relieving people of their facial features.
Exactly.
It's Egyptian Batman.
No, David proposed no.
Egyptian Batman.
Let me stretch. Okay.
Oh, my eyes. My eyes.
Look at my sexy body.
It's like
You're wearing that just for tonight, Phil.
Oh yeah.
Staring at a yellow and black.
I know my audience. Yeah, no.
Yeah. My favorite character. My biggest regret in life. Should never have let that one slip. Anyway, and kind of this issue 7 as well, which again can't reiterate to the listeners. Urge you to read it. The conversation we can't do it justice, between Death and Ben is really, really good, and it's a huge exposition, right? It does kind of lay the grounds for Ben, but I like towards the end. It's the Death's like, I've never been told what to do, but I'm going to humor you with what you want. And Ben says, bring back Abby, bring back Kaine. She goes, well, then just choose one of them. And again, like in such a concise way, I think Peter David kind of, in a weird way, sums up maybe or shows a little bit of Ben, where he just goes, okay, well, just take me then. Which is so selfless, right? It's
bring them both back, and
that's what a hero does.
Yes,
but you compare that to what he's done earlier, where he almost kills a guy. So he's such a interesting character, where he has that heroism, but he's fractured. It's fractured. It's lost. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think it's a mix of he is heroic and stuff, but also it's just he's in, like, at least mentally he's in pain, and it just it put me out of my misery.
Well, then it culminates to that. I love it when he punches her.
Oh no, he kicks her.
Kill me, take me,
kill me.
Take me.
Yeah, and he's just so frustrated because it's like there's no other option. I'm not going to choose Kaine or Abby. No, he said just take me. That's and he's arguing this with. Sorry, what was that, Justin?
He says basically you can't ask me to make that choice. It's too much that's too difficult of a choice. I'm not going to do that.
And he's arguing with death itself. Like, this is it's not like he's arguing with a guy with a gun pointing at the two people saying just choose one. He's arguing with death. Like
the death. Yeah.
The death.
Number one.
Yeah. So again, a nice little surprise there. I mean, it takes you by surprise that Ben would actually have a go at Death and take a swing at her. But then she does it all.
Kick
her in the face. But she does a great thing. Like, she just laughs, and it's like, and that kind of rings. Not that we've ever been celestial beings, but that kind of rings true, right? Like someone of that level gets like punched. It's like I don't know. It's like a kitten trying to take a swipe at you. You kind of like, you
just laugh it off. It's like, oh, that's cute. Yeah. Oh, how adorable.
But she's like, I needed that. Thanks.
Yeah. She's so uptight. So, yeah. But she grants him not only his wishes,
Oh, yeah, she brings both of them back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brings both of them back.
And then our
I'm
cliffhanger,
sure-
we're not going to pay off for a while on this show.
Oh, true. Yeah, that is true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he goes back and she's like, "Oh, Abby's alive and all this," and she's like, "Peter, what happened to your face?" "Oh, nothing, just a brush with death." But I got over it.
I got over it.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It's a great way to end it. Like it just flips and turns everywhere you go.
Totally unexpected.
The only thing that this series didn't give me that I was waiting for is him to dye his hair blonde again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he doesn't do that? Oh, bummer.
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. It's good. What do you think overall, Justin, over the two?
I loved it. Yeah, even though it was kind of a sharp 180, it wasn't jarring in that regard. Like it didn't bother me that all of a sudden we're having this conversation with death, as opposed to what just came before this, which the tone was so different. But still, you've got the masterful pen of Peter David behind it. It doesn't matter. It's excellent. It's so good. It's so good. I love all the dialogue. I missed reading dialogue like this.
Yeah,
So
how good is it?
It's so great. And the art's great too. I don't have any complaints about the art in this one. Yeah, it's great. It was, like I said, I was consistently surprised throughout both of these issues tonight. And that's nice. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you... Sorry?
Oh, no, I was going to say, it's like you don't know. It's like, was this Peter David's plan all along, or did he decide to, like, switch course, like, halfway through or something? It's like, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is such a turn, isn't it? So, but this lays a foundation for much of the issues to come. Like, so this has been aired now, this conversation with Death and Ben, and you understand where his soul is, and you understand why she found him so interesting, right? Because he's such an anomaly when it comes to the soul. But you have all that now in your knowledge, like going forward, reading the rest of the series, and it's great. I mean, Peter David does keep that, like he'll remind you as well later during the series, but it's just having that, knowing that that's where Ben is placed is makes him quite a special. This series is probably why I really latched onto Ben Reilly. Obviously the love of Peter David, but just the way he was characterized, he is really, really good.
I like the stakes that this adds as well, knowing that if he does perish one more time and finds a way to resurrect himself, that he'll be insane, that he'll be crazy, that he's going to be evil. You know, it adds a different amount of stakes to his existence.
Yeah,
I mean high stakes. I mean, when a fundamental force of the universe comes to you and says, "Yeah, you better watch out."
Yeah, this is what's going to happen if this happens. Yeah, you kind of want to take their word for it. Yeah.
No,
so I really like that. That added a whole new dynamic to the rest of the series. Like, okay,
I mean,
and
especially when they're a hot.
In the back of his mind now, you know.
Yeah, especially when they're a hot redhead, right, Ray?
Oh, baby. Just always. No question.
Well, it's an interesting parallel to Mary Jane too. You know, thinking about it, like the Peter and Mary Jane parallel, Marlo and Ben.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby. I tell you, there were a couple of people walking by here, but I refrained because it's been recorded. So
just kind of put us on the speakers, right?
Oh, baby. But yeah, Bill. I mean, what did you make of these? I mean, I'm sure you love these.
Oh yeah, I love these. Yeah, the first time I read them, I'd forgotten some of this. I was like, oh yeah, this is like just the stakes we're playing with, and
it just makes them so interesting. Like it's just like. It's really, hats off. Can't say it enough to Peter David for just really turning. He did this with Multiple Man, and he's done it with Ben Reilly. He like really dives in deep, and he makes them like complex characters. It's really cool.
Complex, interesting, unique characters with lots of story potential and lots of potential as characters themselves.
Oh, I say it all the time, and like not even just with Peter David, but I mean, again, in the '90s, like J.M.D. Mateus wrote some Ben Reilly. It's like he's he's basically Spider-Man, but you can do whatever you want with him. You want him to point a gun at a guy, he'll do it. You can do stuff that people would be like, "Oh, that's not Peter Parker." You can do it with him.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a lot more. Yeah, there's a lot more freedom, I guess, with him. But then that's what's defined him now, like almost the antithesis of what Spider-Man is as a hero. But then like he's a hero too. So it's I like it. It's really good like that. Yeah, that was really good. Really enjoyed it. We got plenty more to look forward to. There's obviously Abby's recovered. So what that means now for Ben and
Kaine is back.
Kaine is back, and now he can't hide behind Abby anymore.
Right.
So, and Kaine does come back again. I remember he comes back a fair bit. So that's
isn't he in the Damnation stuff as well?
Yeah. Or shortly there or afterwards, I can't remember, but he does. Yeah, he does pop up.
Yeah, he's here. I think he's here pretty much for most of the rest of the series.
Nice. I was hoping so. Yeah, good.
Because again, there was more stuff with him and that vet woman. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, there's that thing also as well. I just want to raise, when Death gives him Ben Reilly a choice, and she asks, well, don't you want him dead? Like Kaine, isn't he your enemy? And he's going, no, he's my brother. Like brothers fight and stuff. And it reminded me a little bit of the Joker, Phil.
Hooray!
I know. No, I'm hesitant to say. I fear the worst, but in the fact that he says something along the lines of, in the movie, the Christopher Nolan movie, I don't know what to do without you, to Batman. So there's that interdependence, or dependence at least on one side, and the same I think for Ben Reilly and Kaine. He needs to have that fight with him.
All to do with Batman.
All to do with Batman. But I think there's the weird relationship that he has with Kaine. They're enemies, right? But and they came to almost killing it. I mean, Kaine shot Ben, so it's not reciprocated. You'd think Kaine will kill Ben, but Ben kind of wants to have him around. It's really weird. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the beginning of issue 6. That's what he was thinking to himself. He's like, "What am I doing?" He's like, "I should have just shot Riley in the head and been done with it."
Yeah. Totally different to what Ben's thinking. Ben's thinking I hate the guy as well, but hey, have him around. So yeah. Anyway, just wanted to raise that because that was an interesting insight into Ben Reilly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So,
yeah. All right. Anything else?
These issues were great. Yeah, I really enjoyed these. This has been so much fun reading these for the first time.
Well, then, Justin, you can kick us off with the ratings. How much?
Yeah.
Well, we were doing 4 out of 5, weren't we? I mean, we were doing 5.
5. Yeah. 5 at the top. Yep.
5 Scarlet Spider thingies.
Whoa!
What? Justin, 5 thingies?
Justin's like, yeah, I wish he dyed his hair blonde.
Yeah, I would give both of these 4 out of 5. I think that's why. That's
4 out of 4
yeah,
thingies.
I would give these 4 out of 5. Yeah. 4 Scarlet Spider thingies.
Yeah. I'd give it. I'd probably give it issue 6 4, and I'd give issue 7 5. I really loved issue 7, so 4.5. I'd give probably as a total. Just very solid, very solid stuff. And if you're number one, if you're a fan of Peter David, you're going to absolutely love these because he's so super consistent and he's on top of his game. If you're neutral, just partial to Peter David, it's still a solid read, and you'll be entertained and you'll be shocked. So yeah, what else would you want? And he's the conversations between the characters are very not only articulate but very clear. He gets a message across quite clearly, and he doesn't dabble or talk too much.
Right. Yeah.
How about you, Phil?
I think I agree with you, Ray. Just your thoughts on 6 and 7.
Thank you, of course. Of course. Of course.
Gonna get used to it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the 4.5. Yes, I will give these 4.5 cosmic aspect redheaded.
Superior puss.
Oh,
Nice.
that's.
I had to challenge his thingy, so
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah. So really high praise for these issues.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely worth it. And I think, I definitely feel. I mean, they lump well together. 6 and 7.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they work.
and I
well.
have to say, Will Sliney. I mean, I was impressed with his art, and that's high praise for me coming from I'm like the Mark Bagley fanboy and the follow up Mark. That's a hard task to follow up Mark Bagley. And,
Yeah,
It is
he did
tough.
Yeah.
a good job on that.
Yeah. I think Sliney's art, it takes a little to get used to, but I think it doesn't take long to kind of get used to his art. And then he's super consistent as well. So yeah, you know what you're gonna kind of get. And yeah, as Justin said earlier, the spider costumes look really awesome.
Yeah, they look excellent. Yeah.
Especially Ben Reilly, and even the death reveal looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like death. Yeah, that was a good reveal.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. So should we get it out of here?
Yes, we can talk about
Ray can go
what
back
we're
to work.
delving into next time.
That's right. That's right.
Ooh. Very
I
exciting.
mean, honestly, we're not going to get back to Ben Reilly issues for like wait, where am I?
Most of the year, I think.
So it's as you said, a nice little leaving point. We've got Ben fresh faced. We'll see you later, Ben. We'll see you soon. But we are deviating from it.
Indeed. Briefly.
Yeah, probably not till like October. We're not going to get back to Ben Reilly.
Wow.
Wow.
Because kids, we're going to be jumping into some slingers because
Slingers.
Slingers.
I wonder why we're doing that. 'Cause maybe because they're going to be appearing in the Ben Reilly book soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
But and again, kids, major announcement. Yes, for the March and April, this Scarlet Spider episode with the boys will be the only Spider cast for March and April. Because Lilith and I are going to be doing weekly the Daredevil podcast when
weekly.
Of course.
Oh,
holy moly.
What did you see when it premieres? They're dropping the first 2 episodes. So that week
we're gonna have to do
2 episodes.
2 in 1 week.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
I was about to ask you. So they are typically doing releasing 1 episode a week.
Yes, except for the first one.
Except for the
first 2,
Okay, cool. Yeah. I can't wait for that. We'll be tuning
That's
in.
Great.
For sure. Are you doing like? Oh no, you can't do like live things, can you?
Oh Lilith and I are going to be. We're going to try to do the same the night that night. You know, the day they drop, which is I think they're doing Tuesdays. So yeah.
What time does it? What time does it drop for you then? Because I think typically it drops here about 6 p.m. So it would be like really early in the morning or something for you.
Yeah, I think they usually do. God, if it's not midnight, it might be like 2 a.m. or something. Maybe because of the West Coast, Justin.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, because at first I thought I saw something like they were just dropping them at night. Then I was like, well, I don't think so, and I don't think it makes sense when they're dropping the first 2 episodes. So.
Yeah. Oh, actually, having said that, so I got it mixed up with I think Netflix. Netflix usually dropped it in a very nice time. Over in Australia, but in Disney it might be different. Yeah, you're right. So.
Yeah, I think Disney Plus, most of the stuff they drop it, well, at least here, like very early in the morning, like middle of the night.
Okay, so it's okay, so it's still evening for us. Okay, cool.
So yeah, so the night that the Tuesday nights expect the DW knows. So
yeah, that'll be great. Oh gosh.
For
that is going to be much
months, right?
March and April, yeah.
For the whole month, yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, we might have to figure out when to do our Spider cast, unless we do it early.
Yeah,
a little bit earlier.
We'll figure out something.
Yes, good time.
Because it's Tuesday night here, kids, and it's 2026 where Ray's at. So
yeah, far out.
He's talking to us from the future.
I am, and things are looking good here, boys. Things are looking good.
I hope so.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. But the next 2 months, yes, while we're enjoying Daredevil, also here we're going to be doing the 2 parts for the next 2 months. Identity Crisis. So next month we're going to start part 1 with Sensational Spider-Man 27, Amazing Spider-Man 434, Spider-Man 91, and Spectacular Spider-Man 257. And then April will be part 2 with the next issues of each. So yeah, Sensational 28, Amazing 435, Spider-Man 92, and Spectacular 258. So
wow. So that was an 8-part story.
yeah, but remember this is when Spider-Man had 4 monthly books, so it was only 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we
This is
basically
going to be another first-time read for me as
oh
well.
nice. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking
All this identity
actual
crisis stuff.
Yeah, I mean we'll get the suits, but yes, this is gonna be next 2 episodes are gonna be Peter Parker. So
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very good.
all right, so yes, send us your thoughts on those kids, and send us your thoughts on these Slingers episodes.
What did you think of Phil's shirt?
And,
Yes,
what did you think
that
of
too.
Ray's Batman and Joker discussion?
Oh, yeah. The unexpected reference.
I'll wait for a review from like Noel Tate. Shocking, Noel Tate.
Yes.
Shocking Joker talk.
Scandalous.
Scandalous.
Oh, you mean like the song from the Batman soundtrack of 1989? Was there a Prince song, Scandalous?
It was on the end credits. Scandalous.
All right, kids. So, yeah, send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. I don't want to know why you're bobbing your head in the car, Ray. And again, you can find every episode of any Capes Lunatics show at CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. Help support us by buying new merch, classic merch at TeePublic or Spring. And again, Wolf Hellfire makes a gentle suggestion with the baseball bat that she would like you to rain the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And of course, the Patreon, where again, me and the Miss Sunshine give you exclusive, uncensored content every month. And of course, if you're a Patreon subscriber like these two down here, you can suggest topics for us to discuss, as Justin has done many times and Ray did once when we shamed him into it. So
thank you.
But the February episode, it seems a little as demanding we keep a tradition. The February episode will be our 2nd annual review of the Adult Video News Awards. So learn who won some awards in the world of pornography this year.
Interesting.
Fantastic.
All right. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Lilith is very versed in these things. So
yeah, it sounds like she has a finger on the pulse there. So
we're calling it the pulse now. But you can subscribe to Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Well, I think with my comment, this
Well, that escalated quickly.
all right. Since King Al here has 20 drops, Ray, why don't you tell everyone where they can find Ray Plays Games featuring that famous gamer, the Hard Master Ray, aka
no worries. Quick, that's it. Quick and easy. That's what I'm known for.
Whoa!
Now, Ray Plays Games. Just catch me on at RayPod, REY Pod. There it is. Sunshine's. Yeah, that's fantastic, Phil. Okay, you can put that down now. Anyway,
strongest nostrils down under.
Just look for my handle at RayPod, and you can just catch me floating around the internet, and I can lead you towards my YouTube channel, Ray Plays Games. Listen to Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. We are still around. Just apologies there. I've got a swag of episodes. I've just got to edit them. So we are there. My fault. Predator and Prey, Justin. We have to get back on that horse.
Yes.
We'll
eventually
ride
get
that
back
saddle.
to that. Yeah,
we will get back to it. So we must, because Badlands will be coming out.
That's true. We've got
the movie,
film.
The new Predator movie out in March, I think, which is very close.
Yeah.
So look out for our discussions there.
And Spider-Man versus Predator is coming out here soon.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So Sparky and I, we typically take over the recent issues. Is that right, Justin?
Yeah, I'm not
fair to
really
say?
a fan of the
Yeah, that's fair
team
enough.
up. Yeah,
Justin loves the Dark Horse stuff, and I love that too.
I
So
do. I'm a
we've got
fan
to.
of the Dark Horse stuff.
Oh, that's brilliant. So we'll a little bit of nudity, a little bit of profanity, Dark Horse,
Blood and
all that good
guts,
stuff.
as
Blood and
it
guts.
should be. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So catch me all there. Taint you very much, Phil. Moving on to just Dingleberry. People should know what a dingleberry is.
That's right. It's important knowledge.
Oh, listen,
Before
from a man who didn't know what a taint was a month ago.
Taint. Well, just before you call someone a dingleberry, just be sure you know what you're talking about. That's all.
Nothing better than full player. All right, now for this Justin the Owl, fan of Scarlet Spider thingies. You can catch him, of course, here. You can catch him monthly here on the Scarlet Spider episodes, also monthly on Energon Universe, where we talk on the new Transformers and G.I. Joe content coming from Image. Also on One World Under Doom, the Doctor Doom podcast,
Yes.
where we have an upcoming Spider-Man episode, then an Avengers episode. You can catch him weekly here on either Marvel Tales, X-Men Classics, or sometimes both. And again, big things coming your way on Marvel Tales and X-Men Classics.
Oh yeah, lots of big stuff over
this
there.
year, including Secret Wars 1 and Secret Wars 2.
Yes, both back to back.
And
later in the year, Inferno.
Yes, for October.
Oh, that'll be good. Yeah.
Got the Korvac quest coming. We got a lot of big stuff coming. Yeah.
It's gonna be so good. Yeah.
But again, you can also catch him. All right, cover your ears. You can catch him at least once a month on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. Talking Azrael with me at the end of the month. Yeah, so Ray, you can listen to those episodes.
As long as you talk Azrael, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, like Lilith said, you can listen to the Batman episodes too, because we rip on Batman half the time.
Don't try to fool me into
it. Okay.
Yeah, then I listen to it and it's like Batman this, Batman that. He's so good. Blah blah blah.
I wonder.
No.
I wonder
Ray's
if,
like,
I wonder if Ray would like Cassandra Caine, because eventually we're going to be covering the background Cassandra Caine stuff.
Does she defeat Batman?
She can.
Does she?
She's
good. Okay, I mean,
she's a badass. Yeah.
Ray, Lilith and I just did 2 Batgirl episodes, and the one Batman gets like it's a graze, but he gets shot in the head by the Joker. So
no
graze. It's a graze though. It needs to be there, point blank, in the middle,
right between the eyes.
I'll be happy with that.
He can survive that with enough time to prepare. Ray, come on. And again, you can also catch Justin every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast, which episode 50 of that will be coming soon here. Yep. But again, that would be enough podcasting for any human, but this man is not human. He is at least part owl. So
indeed,
Justin, tell them where else they can find you on these shows.
Every month over at Gamma Charge, Russell and I are covering 2 different series. We're alternating coverage of the Immortal Hulk and the Sensational She-Hulk.
See, that's a far better photo. So
hey, send me an updated photo, Ray. Come on.
I know your photographer captured my best side there.
I know you're older, Ray, so those nostrils are probably sagging. But yeah, send me an
oh God.
Not the nostrils sagging. So.
Well, what's sagging, Ray?
Tight.
They make exercises for that.
Kitties, cover your ears. Cover your ears, kitties. Any young listeners, cover your ears.
The Namor knee crunches, huh, Justin?
Biscuit of the Sea.
Oh my.
And Ray already mentioned Predator and Prey. We'll talk about some classic Dark Horse Predator comics with Sparky, and we have a great time over there. And then, last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends. I'm doing a multiple-part retrospective over there right now on the Malibu Ultraverse title called
Love
The
it.
Strangers.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch. Oh, that's naughty. Double biscuits.
I love Justin's drops.
Way to the biscuit town.
I know, man. I need another drunken unboxing video. I need more draw.
I know. I was so bummed that my comic shop didn't do the sale last year because I wanted to get that big box of comics and go through that again.
I love it.
It will happen again. It will happen again.
It looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Justin.
All
That
right.
was about Wonder Woman too.
Yeah, 90s Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Diana. She was going by Diana back then. She had a stripper outfit on.
What was the 90s? Who didn't have a stripper outfit?
That's true. That's
Exactly.
true.
What made Ray what he is today? Stripper outfits and comics.
Come on.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Next Scarlet Spider or next Ultimate Spider cast will be in 1 month. The boys will be back and we'll start Identity Crisis.
Identity Crisis begins here.
Make sure you listen to all those Daredevil episodes. With the devil of Capes and Lunatics, little Hellfire myself. All right. Come back next time. Swing on back. Watch out for death.